Well, hello again. This is the second video in a 7-part series, and we're glad you came back. That's a big deal.
Yep, it's
important
1
to
week
us.
later, and we're still wearing the same clothes.
Yeah, so good thing you don't have to be in the room with us, or else there'd be a whole other set of problems. Here's what we want to talk about today. This is so big, so important to us. We want you guys to be able to get some time to talk about the mission and the vision of this new church. And so we want to clearly lay that out for you. If you were around for the heart commitment, you got to hear that presented at a level, but we want to go into a little bit more detail about what that is. And so as CCW has as a mission statement, so we follow in suit. And with that being said, we just want you guys to understand that the Great Commission, there's not a whole lot better out there for a church to have as a mission. What Jesus said for us to do, the fact that he said that he has all authority and all ability to do whatever he wants, and he wanted the church, he wanted us, you and me, to go make disciples. That's huge. So that's our mission. That's what we're all about. That's what CCW is about. That's what we're going to be about. And so what I want to talk about real quick is the first word in that, is that you and I both, we're choosing together to go. And so leaving comfort behind, leaving the things that maybe made us lazy or complacent, or in a position where we weren't effective. And so this is that step we're all taking together to think outside of ourselves, to move towards things that require some more faith and some time together as an adventure that's going to be awesome. So remember that has real meaning in it. We're going to be a part of moving forward. We're not going to be stagnant. We're not going to stay still. We're going to move. We're going to go. That word is huge.
Yeah.
Very important.
Second half of that mission statement is to make disciples. And this is, you hear this word all the time in the church setting is disciples. But that's what we're supposed to be doing, is helping people turn into little Jesuses, helping them to become more like Christ, because that's what making disciples is all about. So that's our mission statement. Our vision statement is a little bit different.
Same thing. We're going to the scriptures on this. And so as we looked at the scriptures, we saw that this really neat picture in the book of Revelation, actually, where in the 21st chapter, verse 5, he who is seated on the throne says, "Behold, I am making everything new. I'm making all things new."
Exclamation point.
Yeah, and that's a big deal. And that in a sense, I believe, is part of the vision God has. And so if that's what he's in the business of doing through discipleship, then we want to be a part of that. So our vision has this idea of joining God and making all things new.
Yeah. And so when we say joining God, we got to recognize right up at the front, this is God's mission. Okay, this isn't my idea or Jake's idea. We've got lots of cool ideas, but what we want to accomplish is what God is doing. And this guy named Henry Blackaby, he once said, look and see where God's working and join him there. And that's what we want to do. We want to join God in his mission.
Yeah, because we can't do this by ourselves. We want to be a part of something so big that can only be accomplished if God jumps in on that. So we want to be a part of what he's doing, follow him every step of the way. The other part of that, though, is that making all things new. Now, that's a crazy idea that I'm really excited about. Do you know that God created us to be creative? That's one of the things we do the best. There are things in your mind right now that we want to talk about that could be realities. We want to take the imagination and make that into reality. We want to make all things new the way that Jesus is doing that. We want to redefine and recreate and redeem people. And the best way to do that is through discipleship. It's through changing people's lives with the gospel. So we're really, really excited about what that means, what that implies, what the future might look like. And so this is a wonderful week to kind of talk about these big ideas, the mission of the church and the vision of the church.
Yeah, the Bible uses this word redemption. I think it's such a great word. See, that's what making new is, redemption. Yeah. God's taking broken things and redeeming them. He's taking broken people and redeeming them, making them new. And one of my friends recently said, hey, I had this professor who used to ask us, he said, look around the world, look around this room and see what's broken. Mm-hmm. And ask yourself, how is God making this person new? How is God making this situation new? How is he redeeming these things and culture? And these are the kinds of questions we need to be asking because of our mission and vision. How can we partner with God in redeeming this community and redeeming the people in this community? Yeah. And that's really exciting.
Super, and I love that. That's so exciting to be a part of this. And man, so think about, bring the creativity out of yourself. Bring I can't say the word, the innovation that is in your heart, because we're going to press into new things, and we're so excited to do that with you. So get with your group and talk this stuff over, because this is This is really important stuff that we care about a lot. And so, man, this is going to be a great opportunity to partner together, to make disciples, and join with God to make all things new. Thanks, guys.